guys, you are watching a new episode of the Speel right here on Reminac TV. Today is a very, very special episode and we are honored to have Madam Michelle as our guest today. She is a writer and also an avid reader. At the age of 12, Michelle's story titled The Three Musicians showcased the best language control out of all the winners of the writing competition. And we are excited to get to know more about her and her book. Stay tuned. Hi Michelle, how are you? Welcome on the Speel.
Hello everyone, thank you for having me.
How was your journey coming here?
Tiresome, but I reached. It's okay. Yeah.
You're welcome. You won the Reminac comics writing competition at the age of 12. What school were you studying from?
I wrote the book that entitled The Three Musicians, and by then I was a student in primary school, 12 years, and yeah, it was published in 2018.
You got an official book launch in 2018, right? How did you feel when your book was announced among one of the winners of the writing competition?
When I received the message, I was so happy. I was so thrilled. Like, that was one of the best moments because I had always wanted to be up there. Just like I said at the launch, my father is also an author of very many books. So it inspired me, and I kept on, passing by the library at home and kept on looking at his books. And I'm like, one day I will be there. Like, I really wanted.
So writing flows within the family. Okay, I see. You've been working with Reminac Comics since you won the competitions of writing. And what is it like to be a young author? Like you became an author at such a young age. What does it feel like?
It feels great because you get to pass the message early. You get to pass messages to very many generations to come early, and writing opens up your mind. So I'm so glad that I developed this writing skill when I was young, because it keeps on opening my mind to very many different things.
Your book, The Three Musicians, is so inspiring. Can you please tell us what it's all about?
The Three Musicians is about three girls named Lizzie, Terry, and Nicole. And these girls had talent in singing and they always wanted to sing. So when they got the opportunity to go for an extravaganza, they went, though it was hard, but they still managed to sing. And I wrote this book to pass on my message about not giving up.
So those girls never gave up on their dream?
Yeah, they did not.
Is it based on a true life story?
Yes, the three girls were my friends at St. Agnes Academy. We had a trip to Turkey where we had to attend the singing extravaganza. So we went, but reaching there, the person at the gate refused us to enter because the place was already full. So, lucky enough, one girl called Lizzie was somehow connected to someone right there. So she went, talked to him, and then they let us in. And then he tried booking places to sing, like on stage, because it was already booked. So he tried to fix some show. That's how they got the chance.
So guys, if you really want to read this book, it's so inspiring. You guys should buy it. It's not expensive. You guys should buy it. What inspired you to, why did you join the writing competition yet you knew that there were many kids competing?
One thing about me when I was young is that I always had this spirit to thrive for whatever I wanted. Like, I would not mind about what's going to happen after, as long as I wanted to do something for a reason. And by then, my reason was to pass on my message of not giving up, persistence. So my inspiration was to pass on my message. And those who read my book got it.
Okay, so your book is such an inspiring one because I read it when I was like 10. It's one of the books I read first. What was the experience like writing your book?
It was a bit tricky. I mean, drafts and drafts and drafts and saying, oh my god, is this word correct? Like, you have to align your steps.
So
like, yeah.
You were panicking.
Not really, but you just have to make it perfect, like for the readers. Don't need like to leave them in suspense or what, but you know, it has to follow steps, like align them in steps. So it wasn't that easy, but I made it.
You never gave up.
I never gave up.
And now here you are.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of children, especially the little ones, have loved this book and it has fueled their desire for singing and dancing. What did you hope that the readers would get from reading this book?
Persistence. Do not give up on your dreams. As long as you set up your goal for something, go for it. Go for your inner self till you make it.
Okay, so never give up.
Never give up.
Keep chasing your dream until you catch it.
Yeah.
Also, what have your friends and family or maybe other people said about your book?
They always tell me that my book is so relatable. Like, these are things that are happening generations and generations. This generation is so lazy. Anything that comes their way and they cannot handle, they just say, another opportunity will come. But you do not have to give up because there are ever opportunities flying around. There are ever opportunities here for us.
So you don't have to let an opportunity go.
Yeah.
Okay, so under Reminac Comics initiative, we encourage entrepreneurship among young authors. You got the chance to market your own work. How did that feel?
It felt so great. I learned very many skills. I learned the skill of persuasion. I learned how to manipulate someone to buy a book. That is so hard. It's so hard to sell. It's really hard to sell, but you just need the right support. You need the right support and also the right people to sell your book too.
Okay, so did you love the marketing?
Yes, and I would really like to do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hope that you will get the chance to do it again. You are also in the Reminac Kids Club, and I understand it's an exclusive club where many children come together and do lots of stuff. What can you tell us about this club?
This club has a lot to give. I mean, at first when I wrote, I thought that all I have to do is write, submit, and probably they'll call me for a launch, then it's done. But these guys have a lot to give. They have conferences, they organize conferences where powerful authors, inspirational speakers, like the Reminac Kids Club, like everyone is there and we're all sharing ideas, you know, opening up our minds to greater things and greater things to write about, so that they have a lot to give.
Okay, so the Reminac Kids Club is there to make the kids' dreams come true.
Exactly.
Okay. You are an avid reader and you've read the book, The Alchemist. You also have a copy of it. What lesson did you learn from this book?
I like this book a lot because it somehow synchronizes with mine. Because in this book, there's a young boy called Santiago who sets his mind that he has to find the treasure. And he goes for it, even if there are some little obstacles here and there, people asking for the little that he has. And when he's going for it, he didn't think that anything bad is going to, like he knows that he's supposed to go and get the treasure, but he goes for it even if there are very many obstacles until he finds his treasure. That's why I said it synchronizes with mine. It talks about persistence.
It's just like your book. When you read this book and you also read The Alchemist, you see like the thing is just the same. Okay, what do you like do in your free time? what are your hobbies?
I like reading because it opens up my mind to different ideas. Swimming because I just feel nice in the water. Hanging out with friends because that's how we bond so much. So, and also I like content creation. At most, you can follow me on my TikTok and IG.
So a TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you working on right now?
Right now,
Yes.
my dreams are to finish school. I am finishing this year. And then I hope to release 2 books by the end of this year.
Wow, we are waiting for those books. They must be really interesting.
Very, I've been preparing them since I last wrote this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it has taken quite a while preparing those books for us to get something that is really nice.
Yeah.
Where can people find this amazing book?
They can get it through the Reminac comics team or me.
Where can we find you?
You can follow me on my IG michelle.omedo. Yeah.
Michelle.omedo.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to follow you, and people really want to buy that book. How much is it?
20,000.
Wow, the right amount. It's not really expensive. Thank you for coming and answering all of my questions. Thank you for being on the Speel, and see you next time.
Thank you.
This has been such a wonderful episode of the Speel, and a lot has been shared, and it has been an absolute honor to host Omedo Michelle on this episode of the Speel. A lot has been shared, and if you want to learn more about Michelle and her body of work, or how to grab yourself a copy of her book, visit www.reminaccomics.com. This marks the end of the very first season of the Speel, and it has been an absolute pleasure to host such brilliant youngsters on the rise, and I will look forward to hosting more stars on the rise and spotlighting their amazing talents in the best light possible. Take care.